Action. Hola amigos, today we're going to talk drywall punch. So we're on one of my projects that has level 5 drywall, right? And level 5 is like that picture perfect drywall. And we've got our killer drywall contractors, 3C Drywall, and they're knocking out the punch right now, doing a wonderful job. Fantastic contractor. And the process that we typically take with them is they come in here, they knock out all the bulk of their work, and then they come in and prime everything, and then they do their punch where they come in and circle any sort of imperfection, right? And then they fix that, and then we do a drywall walk with them to conclude all that. And that's where we're taking our own light and we're double checking everything. Occasionally we'll team with their lead punch guy and kind of do this all at once. But what we're looking for, guys, is we're trying to take this light, put it on its side. We're using a blue light versus a yellow light. And we're looking to see if we can find any little minuscule scratches, any dots, any dings in the wall, any primer spit marks, right? Like the primer sprayer kind of spit on the wall, anything like that. And we're trying to get that stuff to as picture perfect of a place as is possible. And we're trying to do it in a timely manner, right? We've got finished floors coming in tomorrow in this space. And it's going to be some beautiful tile, and we don't want to have a bunch of drywall dust all over our floors. We don't want to have a bunch of primer sprayed near our floors. So we're trying to get it all done and knocked out so that we can move on to that next step. Let me show you just a few more areas, just kind of how to sleuth any imperfections on your walls, right? So this is going to be a little bar area back here, and this is all looking really good. And again, if you get that angle, you can see things like this. And you're never going to get everything 100%. So don't expect to make every single drywall job like perfect, because it's never going to happen. But what you want to do is you want to get it pretty stinking good. It's like over here, you know, I'm finding some stuff I'm just not in love with, right? So that would ideally be remedied to a degree. Now over here, when I'm looking at all this, like this looks pretty freaking good. And just for reference, like if you pull back your light and do this, you don't see any of that stuff, right? Like it's long gone. And if you put your light down and just have regular natural light, I mean, it is totally gone. And even if you go direct to it, it's too reflective really to see. So it's really just studying it at that angle, again, with that blue light that reveals all the good information to you, okay? Some people like to use pencil when they're marking out their drywall. Other people actually like to use like a very sharp pointed marker. The reason why somebody maybe would not want to use pencil is they don't want to drag a pencil line on the drywall, where this would be a little bit of a softer tip. Now if you do use this, you've got to go over it with the primer completely, so you know that's some kind of reason maybe not to use it. Some people put chalk in their mud as they're doing all the touch-ups. You know, the conversation could go like, hey, just check out this entire wall, Mr. Punch Person. You know, we found some imperfections. Check it out with your light and touch up all your mud, right? Like they've done over here with their mud, and use a colored mud so that everybody can see. You know, we can see right here because this stuff isn't primed, but once this turns, once it gets dried, it starts kind of visibly go away, and it's harder to keep track of like what was worked on. You can still see it to a degree, but there's a lot of different ways to do it, right? There's a lot of different ways to skin a potato, as they say. And we just want to make sure that we're doing our way promptly, efficiently, getting it done and getting a good result. And I highly recommend that you consider some of these steps when doing your drywall punch. And again, the moral of the story is get it done well, and make it efficient for everybody involved so they can be part of a winning situation. Hope that helps. Adios, amigos.